Very sad news coming in. Legendary singer Asha Bhosle No More. Her son has confirmed her demise. Asha Tai, as everyone fondly remembered her, a legendary singer, she's passed away. This is an end of an era in Indian music. The voice of 12,000 plus songs has fallen silent. Asha Tai is no more. 8 decades of music and one icon. My colleague Nilesh is with us. Nilesh, we are getting in a confirmation from the hospital. Asha Bhosle, legendary singer, no more. This is truly the end of an era.
Well, yes, indeed, an era ends today. Earlier, we broke this news that how Asha Bhosle, the legendary singer, was brought down to Mumbai's Breach Candy Hospital, where currently the mortal remains of the legendary singer has been kept. Now, it was few moments before when the son of Asha Bhosle, that is Anand Bhosle, confirmed...
Apologize for interjecting, but we have Anuradha Paudwal, singer, joining us on this broadcast. Anuradha ji, बहुत ही दुखद खबर है. India has lost a legend. आशा भोसले, आशा ताई, the voice that defined generations, आज उनका निधन हो गया है. आप उनको कैसे याद करना चाहेंगे?
मतलब this news itself is so shocking, really, and she has been an inspiration. She is one artist who defied her age and was, till the end she was singing, and so much full of energies. We have lost a really, really great artist, but even as a human being, she was very, very joyful, and I have no words actually. It's countless songs come into my memory, and it's very, very sad. These Lataji, Ashaji, these people have been like ये music के खंबे रहे हैं, and they have inspired millions over the world, and really it's very, very sad. It's a very sad day, really.
Yes, a very, very sad day. Anuradha ji, before I let you go, today as we remember Asha Tai, is there any anecdote that you'd want to share? Because you spoke about how, she's inspired millions. Is there a moment of inspiration that you would like to share with us?
So of course, I go, it takes me back so many years back, almost about 50 years back when I started my career. And my husband was always used to accompany Asha ji on her tours and arrange songs for her, Arun Paudwal ji. So it was my father-in-law's wish that I sing at least one Marathi duet with Asha ji, which I got to sing, Ala Ala Vara, and which became a very, very big hit. So I cherish my memories having sung with her, and she was so loving and so cooperative. So may she attain Sadgati, and artists like these, they never really pass away. They, physically they may not be there, but they will always remain with us.
Yes. Thank you, Anuradha ji, for joining us on this broadcast. Truly an end of an era, and Asha Tai's journey was marked by struggle, was marked by reinvention, and also extraordinary collaborations from O.P. Nair to R.D. Burman, from classical ghazals to global crossovers, and yet through it all, she remained our Asha Tai, a voice that felt personal to millions, and today that voice falls silent. But the music will live on forever. Ashoke Pandit is also with us. Mr. Pandit, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. But before I come to you, Usha Uttup is also with us. Usha ji, it's a very, very sad day, and we are breaking the news of Asha Tai's demise. How would you like to remember her today?
We kept thinking that she might be just getting better. In the night when I got the news, when my grandson told me that your favorite Asha ji has been admitted, I couldn't believe it, actually. But then when slowly all the news came up, but we didn't think we'd lose her so fast. She lived a wonderful life, gave the fraternity so much. What a body of music she has given us, what a body of work, volume of work, quality and quantity, both together. It's been absolutely marvelous what all she has done for the music industry and the musicians. There has never been a day when I'm not singing Dam Maro Dam, and there has never been a day when we haven't thought about her. One of the most versatile singers, I think, in India. There's nobody who is like her. So much as we say that we're sad and sorry, we have to say that may her soul rest in peace in a place where there is no more fighting and bickering and, trying to be one up on each other. She's been the best. And may God bless her and keep her close to himself. And may she have a lot of peace wherever she is. I hope she has no more pain, and I hope she does really. It's very difficult for me to talk because at 92, what more can you... I don't know. I don't even know what to say. All I can say is that there isn't a day when I don't sing DMD, which is Dam Maro Dam. And so I have to say that may her soul rest in peace.
Yes.
Please.
Yes. Thank you, Usha ji, for speaking to us. Truly emotional and a voice that inspired millions. Usha Uttap was talking to us about how not a day passes when she does not hum or when she does not sing Dam Maro Dam. Kailash Kher is also with us. Kailash ji, बहुत दुखद खबर हम हमारे दर्शकों के साथ आज शेयर कर रहे हैं. आशा ताई, लेजेंडरी सिंगर आशा भोसले इज नो मोर. आप कैसे याद करना चाहेंगे उनको?
मैं ऐसे याद करना चाहूंगा कि इतनी बड़ी विभूति का शारीरिक रूप से जाना कोई दुखद नहीं होता, क्योंकि जैसे संत का जाना दुखद नहीं होता, इसी तरह से साधक का जाना भी दुखद नहीं होता. और ऐसी विभूतियां जाते जाते भी इस पृथ्वी को इतना दे जाते हैं, भाषित किया जाता है. और मेरी बड़ी बड़ी शुभकामनाएं हैं परमात्मा के श्री चरणों में कि उनके आत्मा को सद्गति मिले. और परमात्मा जो वो कर चुकी हैं इस पृथ्वी के लिए, जो इस तरह की विभूतियां करते हैं, इतना संगीत छोड़ दिया है कि आने वाली कई कई पीढ़ियों के लिए उन्होंने संपदा छोड़ दी है. बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा. तो ऐसे लोग एक पूरा चलता फिरता यूनिवर्स होते हैं. वो शारीरिक रूप से जाते हैं, अपने कृत्यों से और सत्यों से अपने आप को यहीं छोड़ जाते हैं. तो उनकी आत्मा की सद्गति के लिए मैं प्रार्थना करता हूं और उनके परिवार को संबल मिले, हे मेरे परमात्मा. ऐसा हमारा अनुवेदन आपके चरणों में है. और इसी लिए हम सभी से निवेदन करेंगे कि भी सब प्रार्थना ही करें
जी,
क्योंकि इनका आना भी इनका जाना भी दुख नहीं होता, सुख होता है.
कैलाश जी, ये जो आपने कहा है एक बहुत ही फिलोसॉफिकल और रेल्म पे हम अब जा रहे हैं. आप हमें ये भी बताइए कि वो जो मोमेंट ऑफ इंस्पिरेशन है, क्योंकि आशा जी हैज़ बीन एन इंस्पिरेशन फॉर सिंगर्स स्पैनिंग जेनरेशंस. आपके लिए पर्सनली उस इंस्पिरेशन का मोमेंट क्या था कि आप हमारे दर्शकों को बता सकते हैं? All right, we'll try connecting with Kailash Kher, but Asha Bhosle, born in the year 1933, a career that spanned over 8 decades with more than 12,000 songs across 20 languages, a range and versatility that very few artists in the world can match. And from the sensuous Piya Tu Ab To Aaja to the rebel anthem that was called Dam Maro Dam, something that Usha Uttap also spoke to us about, to the soulful Dil Cheez Kya Hai Aap Meri Jaan Lijiye. Her voice captured every shade of human emotion. Let me go across to Ashok Pandit. Ashok Pandit, thank you so much for staying on patiently. How would you like to remember Asha Bhosle ji today?
You see, even if we start talking about her, it will not end for years. If I start describing her, if I start talking our experience about her, a contribution of hers in the industry, it will take years and years to finish. Even then, it will not finish. A person at 91 or 92 never gave you a feeling that she was of that age. We always felt that she was 21, 22. And she was a person who always believed in dancing, singing, spreading love, spreading, positivity, positive vibes and all that. So whenever we met her, whenever we saw her on screen or otherwise also on television and everywhere, the kind of life she used to give to people was magical. हमको लगता था कि यार ये बाकी इतने इनकी उम्र हो गई कि नहीं होगी. She was ready to, she was announcing a next show, or a stage show of her life. And then a singer who has sung all kinds of songs, all, every genre, as you rightly said before you took me online, that Damarodam, a genre, romance, एक genre hai. Then she sings Sufi, then she sings Umrao Jan, then she sings item songs, she sings romantic songs, she sings everything. There's not a singer in our country, and in fact anywhere in the world, that who can sing every genre of song, every genre of music, whether it's classical, non-classical, semi-classical, romance, light, everything, to the topmost professionalism. So, and then what I loved about this lady was that she always gave you a feeling that life is fantastic, life is superb. She used to dance and sing. I was very fortunate that I'm a neighbor of Bappi Lady. And Asha ji was a regular visitor to his house. And we are next door neighbors. So मेरा इतना टाइम मैंने बप्पी जी के यहाँ गुजारा, जब भी मुझे पता चलता था कि आशा जी वहाँ पर आई हुई है, मैं जाके बैठ जाता था उनके साथ. And she was a different person. Real life में, when you're outside your house, you maintain a little bit of, poise or a little bit of this thing. But when she used to sit about the friends, she used to sit about the music directors, composers, she used to give a feeling to the person sitting opposite her. This song is going to work. This song is going to be a hit, and this song is going to spread like fire all over the world. So ये जो उनका एक सात्विक और एक स्पिरिचुअल एलिमेंट था, वो बहुत ही कमाल का था. इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है. And person of her stature, when she goes, we feel that she's left so much for the country, she's left so much for the music world, for the entire universe, for humanity, that we to say that we'll miss her is absolutely wrong.
Yes.
She will always live amongst us. She will always tell us. She'll always perform in front of us, and we'll feel her presence all over.
Yes.
I think in their lifetime.
Her music was soulful, and for so many of us, it just played in the background of our lives in different moments, be it our childhood, be it heartbreak, love, romance. A recipient of the Dada Saheb Phalke Award and the Padma Vibhushan, Asha Tai was not just a playback singer, she was an era. Her journey, like we told you, was marked by struggle, reinvention, and extraordinary collaborations. We are also telling you about how her music inspired millions, inspired generations. Let's once again listen into the moment when her family broke the news of her sad demise.
मैं आनंद भोसले, मेरी माताजी श्रीमती आशा भोसले, इनका आज निधन हो चुका है. कल सुबह 11 बजे वो जहाँ रहती थी कासा ग्रैंड लोअर परेल, वहाँ पर जिनको अंतिम दर्शन लेने हैं वो आप वहाँ आइए, और 4 बजे कल दोपहर को शिवाजी पार्क में इनके अंतिम संस्कार होंगे.
And my colleagues Nilesh and also Rucha are joining us. Let me go across to Nilesh. Nilesh, we were speaking about Asha Bhosle. The hospital has confirmed, the family has broken the news. But tell us about the last few days of Asha Tai, especially about the line of treatment that she was undergoing with regards to her ill health.
Well, this is quite saddening to break this news that Asha Bhosle is not among us. Certainly one news that no fan of her was waiting or was prepared for. Because yesterday it was her granddaughter which ultimately took to social media and stated that there's no need to panic because her grandmother seemed to be in a good condition, and she's expecting that soon she will be with the family member and there's no need to panic. That was one assurance which was given out by the family family members, and since then hope was finding space that Asha Bhosle will soon be back on track with the family members and among the fans. But doctors, on the other hand, had a different say. Pratik Samdani, who happens to be a senior doctor from the Breast Candy Hospital, stated that how Asha Bhosle was admitted into the hospital after she suffered a cardiac arrest, thus symbolizing the seriousness of the situation. He also highlighted that how she is constantly under medical supervision in the emergency ward, which ultimately also found voices that the fans ultimately turned out to be in a state of shock that so soon another playback singer is in danger, but no one was expecting. However, given the fact that she was 93-year-old and coming September she would be turning 94,
yes,
the age factor was one of the aspects which ultimately did not cope up with her organs, and that could be one of the factor that resulted
Nilesh,
into...
do stay with us because we have Madhur Bhandarkar, filmmaker, also with us. Madhurji, Asha Tai is no more. The entire country is paying their tributes. How would you like to remember her today? Also tell us about that moment when you had an opportunity to work with Asha Tai.
I'm absolutely shocked to hear about Asha Tai. Like a family, the whole Mangeshkar family. I was very close to Lata Didi also, Asha Tai also. I had a great opportunity to work with Asha Tai in films like Stage 3, Satta, Corporate, all the movies. And we, from last 20 years, 25 years, I would say, okay, I was constantly in touch with each other, film events, functions, wherever it is. One was the very, very dear singer for everybody, favorite for everybody. And it's very sad that she's no more. And I don't know what to say. It's really shocking. She was very active. I mean to say, some months back also I saw her performance on the stage. And she was very friendly. When her energy level was amazing.
Right.
Whenever I used to meet her, talk to her, she has a great, great deal always. And it's sad that, millions of her fans, versatile singer, the kind of song she has sung,
Yes.
we all grown up seeing her performances, listening to her songs. And it's very sad that today she's no more.
Yes.
So it's a sad day for the music lovers and the entire country. I mean to say the world. I mean to say people across the globe used to listen to Asha Bhosle.
Yes. And her melody lives on. The way she inspired millions, that will continue. Thank you so much, Madhur Bhandarkar ji, for joining us on this broadcast. We also have singer Kailash Sen with us. Mr. Sen, good afternoon and thank you for joining us on Times Now. Asha Bhosle, legendary singer, inspiration to millions, no more. But let me take you back to that moment in Filhal when you had the opportunity to collaborate with her. Could you share an anecdote with us? How would you like to remember Asha Tai today?
Asha ji, I think, is the most versatile singer in the history of Indian music and maybe the music of all over the world. And for us, we were all fans. I mean, what do I say? I mean, the greatest respect for the greatest singer I think this country has ever seen. I mean, I would put her in the same category as Kishore Kumar ji. The kind of versatility that both of them had, I think that's what the inspiration for all us singers always has been. Yes, I met her at Spectral Harmony so many years back, almost more than 22 years back. And I was recording at the same time as she was when she walked into the studio. I think the youngest person I've met with the maximum energy, the maximum verve for life, and such a positive outlook to everything. And I was shocked out of my wits when she told me that she listened to Euphoria and all our music, and even for her to acknowledge my existence, for me, it was the greatest moment of my life. I respect her with all my life. I bent down to touch her feet, and she said, "Paau kyun chhu rahe ho? Tum to mere umar ke hi ho." So I was like, yeah. I mean, she maintained her sense of humor all the time, and as I'm speaking to you, I'm choking up because. I mean, it's nothing else but the fact that, maybe the goddess of music, for me, the goddess of music has passed away today.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sen. The goddess of music for me has passed away. That's how Kailash Sen, singer, remembers Asha Bhosle. And yes, she remained Asha Tai for so many people. And if you just heard, singers who are joining us on this broadcast, and those who had an opportunity to collaborate with her, to meet her, to seek inspiration from her, they have one thing to say. Her music was definitely soulful, was inspiring, but her personality, it was so positive and youthful. A voice that felt so personal to millions, and that voice today falls silent. But yes, her music will live on. Her music will inspire. Her melody will continue. My colleagues Rucha and Nilesh continue to be with us. Rucha, coming back to you, the family has, did confirm the demise. The hospital also shared an official statement. Before I come to you, let me go across to Dalip Tahil, actor, who's also with us. Mr. Tahil, thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast. Asha Bhosle is no more. How would you like to remember her today?
A very good afternoon to you. Actually, it's not a very good afternoon when I heard this news, Asha ji. I'm so sorry and so sad. What Asha ji, all her life has been a legend. She has been part of our lives, part of the music of this nation. And, she will always be remembered for her music. She was a wonderful person. I met Asha ji on several occasions, and she was always full of life and very positive person, very good energy. And of course, we know as a singer, she was an all-time great. And I think that we're privileged. I am certainly privileged in my life to have been to have been there when Asha ji was, singing, and sorry, I'm a little emotional. But it's a privilege to have been and seen her and heard her, and as such, really to extend my deepest condolences to the family and to her friends and all the people who loved her as I did. And it's a very, very sad day. We've lost another great legend of Indian music.
Thank you, Dalip ji, for sharing your thoughts and for remembering Asha Tai with us. Ila Arun also is with us. Ila ji, Asha Bhosle is no more, but yes, her music will live on. Many say that her voice was so bold, so experimental, so versatile. There was not a genre that she couldn't own. How would you like to remember her today?
I totally agree. The world knows that any genre she handled so easily, whether it's classical, mujra, or every dance. She was I doubt about it. And you see, she had an age of 92, but her heart was heart of 16. I was just now remembering इस अंजुमन में आपको आना है बार बार. वो आशा जी का जो उन्होंने ये मुझे कि जो जितने भी गाने गाए, चाहे वो मन भी हो, चाहे वो देखा जी के गाने गाए, वो सब कमाल है. और उधर हिंदी गाना देख लीजिए, और उधर प्यार के देख लीजिए, बिछोड़ के देख लीजिए. I mean anything. I'm sorry. What I want to say is that she is such a loss to all of us. We are all dumbfounded. We know that 92, but she was lively, full of life. We never thought that these legends will one day leave us. And what is happening, that I am seeing them going one by one after another. And which is the whole era is finished. These people have created an industry. Our music industry happened because of Asha ji, Lata ji, Kishore ji, Mukesh ji, and today suddenly there is no industry. The singers were singing, but they created an industry. Yes. So I personally say that I knew her, always very smiley, always very full of life, her laughter, her jokes, her love for food. All those things one cannot forget. I mean, people will keep on talking about her. And I remember once I was going to Lucknow to perform, and there was one of my independent song, Hath Mein Botal Gali Mein Gulu Band, and such a great singer. And she was sitting behind my seat, and suddenly I heard her singing. That was the day of my life. And she said, ye aise bhi ho sakta tha, ye aise bhi ho sakta tha. So that's what I learned, that open to appreciate the new people, a person, I'm nobody in front of her. And then suggesting this could have been done like this, it could have been like, and she was singing. She knew it. So that energy, that liveliness, that kind of, she was legend. So both the sisters were, Asha ji was magical. Her magic, I mean, all the genres, as you said correctly.
Yes.
So all of us are going to miss, I cannot even accept right now that she's no more. So my heartfelt condolences to the family, but I will say in Hindi that सुरों की सुरांजलि को मैं से ही मैं उनको श्रद्धांजलि दे रही हूँ.
जी.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ilaji, for joining us on this broadcast. So, her voice, like we told you, inspired millions, inspired generations. But yes, the way she's being remembered as someone who was, as someone who could own every genre of music, as someone who was so youthful, her personality so positive, a smile on her face. And like many would describe, there was a sense of youthfulness in every song that she sang. Himani Shivpuri, Indian actress, also with us. Himani ji, thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast. How would you like to remember Asha Tai today?
How I would like to remember her. I still remember when I think I was in the school and there was this song, you know, Dam Maro Dam. And it was the greatest craze. I mean, here was Zinat Aman and here was Asha Bhosle singing that song. It was amazing. And to this date, Dam Maro Dam, even if you hear it today after so many years, it's still so fresh. Or, you know, the song she sang for R.D. Burman, amazing song. I remember when I was in school, you know, we used to have this radiogram, you know, and we all girls used to get together and we used to sort of dance, like, you know, try to dance like Helen with Asha ji singing, Aa Jaane Ja. So, you know, all these beautiful memories. What lovely songs she sung, whether it is, you know, these, look at Umrao Jan. I felt that she had such a range, you know. She could be that, and her voice is so difficult to describe, but it was like honey. It was like old cognac, you know. It had this, I feel that composers like O.P. Nayyar and R.D. Burman, literally, I mean, what a range she had. While, you know, Latabai was more of the subtle kind, but she was amazing. And, you know, I think she was far ahead. Her singing was far ahead of her time.
Yes.
And to this date, she's relevant, very relevant. And, you know, even at 90s, you know, she was so active and, you know, dressed to the nines and enjoying life and living a full life. And I would like to remember her as this woman. I mean, of course, Latabai, all due respect to Latabai, she is known as Lighting Days of India. But I feel Asha ji is so much more, I mean, so much due. I mean, I remember when she won the Filmfare also, she said, Bhagwan ke ghar mein de hai, andher mein. Imagine a singer of that caliber. Because, you know, she was, I think, in her time, earlier times, she was totally overshadowed by her elder sister, Didi. And we have this tradition now. But I feel that both of them are amazing. Matlab, Lata ji had her own style and Asha ji had her own style and so vivacious and so full of life. And it just reflected in her songs, you know. And I feel that her songs, even today, they're relevant. Like, you know, some songs, they come and go. But you hear Umrao Jan songs, there is so much pain in them. It's poetry. She does full justice of the poetry of the song. Or if you see the naughtiness in her voice, in which R.D. Burman and O.P. Nayyar ji took out, it's amazing. What a range. What I can say is that we will. It's very sad. And anybody who comes on this, has to go away. Anybody who comes here has to go away. But some people, they never go away. They live on with their magic. And she lives in the magic of her songs.
Yes. She lived in absolutely. And the way you're remembering her today, I think so many people echo everything that you're saying. Thank you so much, Himani ji, for sharing your thoughts with us. Jaspinder Nirula is also with us. Jaspinder ji, today as we remember Asha Tai, as we send condolences to her fans, to her loved ones, to her family, can you talk to us about that one moment when you felt like an Asha Bhosle song was possibly written just for you?
She was my guru because I heard her in my mom's womb when I was about to, come in this world. At that time, Mom was a big fan. She was a singer, so she was a big fan of Asha ji. So she loved her voice and loved the way she sang. So Mommy always said that, तुम में आशा जी की झलक है क्योंकि मैंने इतना सुना है आशा जी को और मैं उनको गर्भ गुरु कहती थी कि मेरी गर्भ गुरु हैं. And we had a beautiful association also. Asha ji came to my house. She once, I was asked to, make her recite a Shabad, Gurbani Shabad. And we were called by the Punjab government, for some event. And Asha ji I told her, she says, I can't, at this age, I can't learn any new, if you can make me something very easy, Jaspinder, whatever you're singing, I can't sing, she's saying. I said, Ma, it's not that. ये जो भी मैं गा रही हूँ, मैं सब आपसे सीखी हूँ. और then she said कि but जो तुम्हारे गले से निकल रहा है बेटा वो मेरे गले से नहीं निकल रहा. मैंने कहा ये सिर्फ उम्र की बात है, ये आपको लग रहा है, ये आप ही की गाई हुई चीजें हैं जो मैं गा रही हूँ. तो then I made her sing one of her own shabad that she had sung for Nanak Naam Jahaz. And beautiful shabad she sang. ऐसा लगा ही नहीं कि कोई मराठी singer shabad गा रहा है, गुरबानी गा रहा है. So beautifully she recited. And those were one of the hits, I also used to sing when I was a little kid. And I made her sing that, and she was so happy. And what a personality. She would always talk to me. She would say, let's go for sari shopping. Your choice is very good, all that. And I remember all of a sudden she says, मैं तेरे birthday पे आना चाहती हूँ. तो मुझे invite करोगी? So I said, why not, Ma? So it was my birthday. She came over and she started singing, she started dancing, and she made it such a, she made my day, she made my that year, and I can never forget, that kind of. And लता जी पहले गई, अब आशा जी गई, तो एक युग समाप्त हो गया, इन जैसे कलाकार जो है ना, ये बड़े चुने हुए कलाकार ईश्वर ने भेजे थे इस धरती पे. रफी साहब हो गए, किशोर दा हो गए, मन्ना दा हो गए, मुकेश जी हो गए. They were, amazing artists, and हम लोग युगों तक जब तक हम जिंदा हैं और ये धरती कायम है तब तक लोग इनको सुनते रहेंगे. They were institutions, इनसे सीखते रहेंगे हमेशा. And क्या बोलूं मैं तो मतलब मेरी आंखों में आंसू है, मेरा दिल रो रहा है कि वो चली गई. बट जहाँ भी गई हैं उन्हें ईश्वर वहाँ अपने चरणों में स्थान दे. और वो बहुत ही प्रभु के करीब थी क्योंकि संगीत जो है ना, that is something that takes you straight to God. It's I always say that कि सबसे सरल माध्यम है ईश्वर को पाने का स्वर. और जिसको ईश्वर ने स्वर दिया है ना, उसको समझो उसने सब कुछ दे दिया. ये बहुत अच्छे कर्मों के बाद एक संगीतिक माहौल या संगीत आपको मिलता है. So we are very blessed, and we always should have a gratitude for God, towards God, that He has made us, He has made such special people in this world, and
absolutely. And our prayers are with her and her family. Thank you so much, Jaspinder ji, for talking about your beautiful relationship with Asha Bhosle. Saira Banuji is also with us. Saira Banuji, a very sad day. We are remembering Asha Tai. How would you like to remember her today? We'll try connecting with Saira Banuji, but let's also remind our viewers about how Asha Bhosle's repertoire was so vast. It was unmatched, from playful to rebellious, from soulful to sensuous. She gave us timeless hits. We're talking about songs like Aiye Meherban, that elegance, and it was charm personified, to songs like Ye Hai Reshmi Zulfo Ka Andhera Na Ghabraiye, to pure romantic songs like Aao Huzur Tumko. Then there was, you know, seduction in her song. Akansha, as we remember the legendary Asha Bhosle today, tributes are pouring in. Take us through the messages that are now coming in.
Absolutely, the entire nation is remembering Asha Tai. Let me tell you what Piyush Goyal has posted about her, the tribute that he has given. Didi Asha Bhosle ji, the embodiment of sweet voice and unparalleled singing, elevated Indian music to a new height over decades. Her voice is not merely a confluence of notes, but an unspoken bond of emotion. Sagrika, as you also pointed out, that cannot be captured just in words. A connection that will forever remain alive in every heart. The songs that she sang will continue to resonate across generations, just like that. Also, Devendra Fadnavis, Chief Minister of Maharashtra, has said that the news of passing of veteran singer Asha Tai Bhosle, Padma Vibhushan and Maharashtra Bhushan awardee, who had celebrated her 90th birthday with great fanfare just 3 years ago, is extremely heartbreaking. With her demise, another star has fallen from the Mangeshkar lineage after late Lata Didi. The beautiful garden of melodies has turned barren today. Also, what Mamata Banerjee, Chief Minister of West Bengal, has said on her demise, profoundly saddened by demise of great musical genius Asha Bhosle. She has been an inspiring and mesmerizing singer who reigned over our hearts for generations. She sang many Bengali songs too and is incredibly popular in West Bengal too. We could confer our highest civilian award on her in 2018. My heartfelt condolences to her family and fraternity and millions of her fans from across the world. So this is how the politicians, in fact, are reacting to her passing away, Sagrika.
Yes, thank you so much, Akansha, for joining us. My colleagues